Hello amazing people, welcome back again to my channel. It's still your girl UJ aka Mami Ekwa. So in today's video I will be sharing with you a video about Ghana and Ivory Coast. A lot of you may not know that Ivory Coast and Ghana are related, but they are separated by colonization. Ivory Coast was colonized by the French people, while Ghana was colonized by the British. So in today's video, I'll be sharing the history of how Ivory Coast came to be, of how Ghanaians migrated from Ghana to Ivory Coast, and till date they still have Ghanaians living in Ivory Coast. I'll be sharing the video on this channel today. So guys, watch this video to the end. Please do not skip my ads. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, comment and share this video. Please guys, you can send me a super chat or a super thanks as a way of showing support to my channel. So guys, let's dive right into the video. First of all, I'll be sharing with you the history of how Ghanaians migrated from Ghana to Ivory Coast. Let's talk about Baoulé. Baoulé is a town in Ivory Coast. How did Baoulé came to be? Abla Pokwa is an Aka queen who led her people from the modern-day Ghana to Ivory Coast around 1770, where she founded the Baoulé nation. Legend says she sacrificed her son to the river so that her people would cross over. Abla Pokwa was born at the beginning of the 18th century. She was the niece of King Osie Tutu, co-founder of the Ashanti Empire in modern-day Ghana. When he died, a succession war broke out, and Dakon, Abla Pokwa's second brother, who was one of the heirs to the throne, was killed. Fearing for her life and family, Abla Pokwa left with all the loyal people to Dakon and refused to see Opokwa on the throne. She gathered a massive and led the people in the direction of the modern-day Ivory Coast. According to legend, Queen Abla Pokwa and her followers could not go further during their escape. When they reached the Kamoe River, the Kamoe is a natural border between the present-day Ghana and Ivory Coast. The river was at its highest level due to constant rains, so it was impassable. Queen Abla Pokwa consulted the wise man who accompanied them, and they said the river gods demand sacrifice in form of a child from the noble bloodlines to cross the river. So Abla Pokwa threw a child into the river and it disappeared in the swells. Still, according to legend, something incredible happened. The trees on the bank bent their trunks to make a bridge. Another version says enormous hippopotamus appeared and lined up to create a walkway for Abla Pokwa and her escorts to cross the river. After crossing the river, Abla Pokwa wailed to her companions, "Bawole, Bawole," which means the child is dead. This sentence have coined the name the Baoulé, people living in modern-day Ivory Coast. Till today, that name Baoulé is still in existence in Ivory Coast, and most Ghanaians are still living in the Baoulé kingdom till today. Is the Queen Pokwa still celebrated? You may ask. Yes, Queen Pokwa is still celebrated in oral and written literature in Ghana and Ivory Coast, but today it is hard to find representations of the Abla Pokwa. There is no monument, no museum in her memory apart from a metal statue on the Republic Square in Abidjan. However, in fashion industry, some designers have created styles bearing the famous Queen Abla Pokwa. This is just the history of how and why there are still some Ghanaians in Ivory Coast, and this is the reason why I said Ivory Coast and Ghana shares a lot in common. I'll be sharing a voice record from one of my subscribers, and also I'll be sharing a video with you guys to know more about the history of Ghana and Ivory Coast. So first of all, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, smash the subscribe button, like and share this video. Let's take a look at this video, then we'll come back and talk more on Ghana and Ivory Coast.
I just met my brother from Ghana. You're from Takrady, right? Bakechi. The Master Bakano. I say, the people that are there, are they Ghanaians or Ivorians? Where Ghana from? Wow. interesting. So you see the village right in front of the water. Those guys are Ghanaians, so but they are living on the Ivory.
When I say Ghana and Ivory Coast have a lot in common, they share language, they share culture, they share so many things, foods in common. It is no doubt that those people are actually brothers, but they are separated by colonization. I'm going to be sharing a voice record from one of my subscribers that gave me full details about the Ivory Coast and Ghana. And he has also traveled to these countries and he has so many experiences during his time in Ghana and in Ivory Coast. So let's take a look and listen. Please listen to this voice notes. Then we'll come back and I'll share more videos for you guys to see.
That the Ivorians, we have real Ghanaians, everything, culture. You saw those people, those accounts are the Ashanti part of the accounts, if you heard the commentary. And I to my best of knowledge, they migrated there somewhere 300 years ago. The slave, 300 years ago. It's a very long time. So there's no one of them who could be able to know their house. Of course, it's old time. So 300 years ago, the people who are there now, they were not born anywhere at that time. You see what I mean? So descendants of those people. So you might have heard that they came out of the Ashanti Kingdom. Ashanti Kingdom itself, because Osetutu was, they are all kind of heritage. So this, the one we have now, the Ashanti King we have now. So yeah, I think there was misunderstanding or something that brought up. But what is important is that, those times, very old times like that, it's like everybody migrated from somewhere to somewhere. I don't know, in Ashanti, some of them say they come from Mali or whatever, they come from Timbuktu, so many things, nobody knows whatever. I don't know where I migrated from, I don't know anywhere. I only know my country and my area where I come from, and that's all. I don't know if I migrated from Timbuktu or Namibia or whatever. So it's like, anyway, the important thing is that if you migrate, wherever they say you migrated from, if you have land and you have towns there, that's your country, because either you fight for the town or you defended it. Even in Ghana, the Ghanas, they have their area. Ashantis have, so the Ashantis have a lot of areas, bigger land than anyone in Ghana. The Ashantis is a very big, extensive kingdom and extensive tribe. It's not only one tribe that come under the Ashanti Kingdom. Colombia, somewhere Jamaica, Trinidad, Suriname, all of them bow to the king of Ashanti. Actually, the king goes to all these places and they welcome him as their king. So Ashanti Kingdom is a very large kingdom. It's not like confined to only one Ashantis. No, it's so many. And even in Ghana, some part of Bunos are under the Ashanti Kingdom. Some part of Accra, somewhere the Kwiapims. It's large. So the point here is that you saw the way they dress, the way they dance in their traditional way. If you compare it to Ghana, you see that similarity. Okay, and they speak the Twi language too. Only that, French colonists brainwash them to always use their French language nationally. It's not like Ghana, British people having colonial. There's nothing like Ghanaians speaking. The way Ghana is. So Ghanaians are, we speak our majority language. That is our Akan language. And there's one tribe too in Ivory Coast. That same Ivory Coast, which is the same as Ghana. So I think you get my point. The Nzimas. Important thing about this, as I used to tell you, is that if they say these people migrated from whichever tribe to another country, you see that they speak the same language. As I'm telling you, they speak the same language. It's the same tree. This accounts in Ivory Coast is the same tree. And one thing I need to add is that, there was a president. I don't know. I know that you are younger. It's a long time ago. Fufu Bunye. I remember when I was in the army I joined the army recruitment in 1977. we came on leave. I'm in holiday. We call it leave. Like the school people break on holiday, we come for leave. Every time the school people will break, we also break 3 times in a year. And the first year I ran away to Ivory Coast. Okay, it was 77. Fufu Bonye was there. He was like dictator, it's like dynasty. These French people, they make one person. So he was like a king, but president. That guy, Fufu Bonye, his origin come from Kumasi. He's also origin from Ashanti, as I'm saying. He's this kind of accounts in Ashanti accounts in Ivory Coast. It's one of them. He was the president. That's what I'm saying. They are there for more than 300 years. It's not now. It's not a matter of relocation or anything. They're there for ages. They have land there. They have their towns and everything. So Fufu Bonye was in the name Fufu Bonye. When you translate it into Akan language or the Ashanti language, Oforibuahin. We have similar names in Kumasi, the Akan names, especially in Kumasi area, and so that is it. So it means that we really have family ties, tribal, everything. Connection of Ivory Coast. As I was telling you, that is it. That's what you saw yesterday for yourself. There is real family connection, blood connection, tribal connection without any disputes whatsoever. But you don't see us, you don't hear anything between Ghanaians and the Ivorians, and you don't hear anything between the Akans and the Ivorians, something like that, because they are quiet people. They are not loud, and there's kind of, we respect each other. That's all. And so that is it. You saw yesterday. And even in Ivory Coast, we have Kumasi there. I've been there. I've been to Ivory Coast, Abidjan. I know all those people. Brakodi, Kokodi. We have towns or cities in Ivory Coast. Prominently, Ghana, the second largest city is Kumasi. Kumasi is a very, very big area. And we have the same name in Ivory Coast. I've been there before in 1977, yes. And so that is it. So that shows that we have people there, the same tribe. We have people, the same language, the same culture, and the same language. You see, even as far as having names of our local names, names of areas, the same thing in Ivory Coast. The Nzima people also are there. They are also there permanently. I don't know any history about either they migrated or something, but they are there. They are citizens. They are native citizens. And they also speak the same language of the Nzimans in Ghana. I think the Nzimans they are far away from the Ashantis, but they too, they all worship under the Ashanti kingdom. They worship. In fact, they also speak Twi fluently. No mistake about it. But they still have the Nzima language. You see what I mean? So that the Akan umbrella, the Akan people, is like Nzimans are also part of the Akan tribe or Akan clan, the Akan umbrella, but they still speak the Nzima language, and they too, they are in Ivory Coast. They are natives there. They have their cities. They have their land. They have their settlement. It's not something like yesterday they went there or no. There's nothing like that. So that's why I was telling you that Ghanaians have much more, closeness relations. Not just colonial. Even the colonial self is the one that has brought us apart because of the language barrier. Otherwise, look at people that migrated 300 years ago, and the history is still there. We know it. The history is still there, and they speak the same language, they speak the same culture. So that is what you saw yesterday. The Nzimas are also there. They are also, so you see, the two Ghanaian tribes are inside that country. They are there for good. They are originals, one of the original tribes in that country. They are not foreigners at all, but they are Ghanaian origins with the same thing, everything.
He's actually the same tribe as me. Oh, we are actually from the same region. Wow. Can you believe it? What today is our Wellington? Hey, Betcham. Na Ghana ni another Ivory ni. What's a Ghana ni?
As you can see from the videos, we are Africans. We all related by descendants. Ivory Coast and Ghana, they are brothers separated by colonization. Guys, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching this video. See you guys in my next video. Please guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, comment and share. See you guys in my next video. Bye.